and welcome to 2017. It's a new year, so it means big dreams, big goals, and achieving them. I know every year people get pumped up, they're so excited, they want to go after their dreams, they want to do big things, they want to stop doing certain things, they want to start doing new things, and then you kind of forget or you just lose sight of what your goals are. But I'm here to help you to stay on track and to achieve your goals. And I know it can be kind of daunting, but there are some tips that can help you to get to where you want to go. The first thing you got to do is you have to think of what it is you want to achieve. What are your goals? Do you want to get into shape? Do you want to start eating healthier? Do you want to start driving? Maybe you don't have your license yet. Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to save money? These are certain things people want. Obviously, there could be other things you want to achieve, but you got to know what it is you want. And when you know what it is you want to achieve, write it down. Make a list of exactly what goals you want to achieve. You could even stick them up on your wall on Post-it notes, just so it reminds you, but you have to know what it is you want to achieve for the year. Because if you're not thinking about it, you're going to forget about it, and you're not going to go after it. So you got to know exactly what it is you want to achieve, okay? The next thing you need to do is once you know exactly what goals you have and what goals you want to achieve, you need to have a plan. There are so many people that have so many big goals, but they have no plan. So once you have in mind what you want to achieve, you have to figure out how you can go about achieving it, right? Or else it's just not going to get done. And a lot of people make the mistake of just saying, okay, now I have all my goals, I'm just going to jump in and do it because it's a new year and I'm going in big. Okay. The issue with that is that sometimes it can be very overwhelming. And if you don't have a plan, you kind of can get disappointed if it doesn't work out the way you expected it to work out. Or maybe you get a little overwhelmed or you lose track or you miss a day or something happens and it falls apart and it just slowly crumbles and you figure, oh, I can't do it now. I'm not going to do it. For instance, a lot of people want to lose weight after the holidays. I understand you eat a lot. It's really good food, right? Great company, good food. But you know, if you go to a gym and you sign up for a new membership and you tell yourself, I'm going to go every single day for a month, that kind of is setting up a really high expectation. That's a lot for you because in real life, you might be really, really busy. You might have a lot on your plate. Now, that's just one example I'm giving, but if you just say, okay, instead of going to the gym for one whole month every single day, maybe you don't have to go to the gym right away. You can start out exercising at home, maybe doing some stretches, figuring out things you feel comfortable with. You don't want to go to the gym and just kind of feel out of the box and not knowing what you're doing. So maybe you just start off slowly. Exercise at home when you can. If you don't want to do that, then sure, you can go to the gym, but rather than going and saying to yourself, I'm going to go every day, perhaps go once or twice a week. Just start it slow and so you get more comfortable. Once you get into a routine, you can increase the amount of times you can go to the gym. Plus, by then, you have a better idea of your schedule and how you can do certain things, right? Because a lot of the time, if you say, okay, I'm going to go every day, but you have a really busy schedule, you might not be able to go all the time and then it disappoints you. So make sure you kind of start out slow so you can get an idea of your schedule and how everything will work for you. That way you get to where you want to be and you don't put too much pressure on yourself because that can lead to disappointment. My next tip would be to confide in your friends and let them know what goals you have in mind that you want to achieve. Sometimes this can be very helpful, especially if you have very ambitious friends or very encouraging friends, friends that are motivating, friends that you know that will support you and constantly push you to excel and succeed. So if you have those kind of friends, then of course you want to let them know some of the goals you want to achieve. You don't have to tell them every single thing because some things you might want to keep inside and keep personal, but for certain things you're comfortable with, go ahead, tell them. They can motivate you, and that can also keep you accountable to achieving the goals you want to achieve. For instance, if you want to start saving more money, letting a friend know that sometimes can help you because if they see you overspending, they might say, hey, but remember, you said you wanted to start saving more money and you're not achieving your goal. I mean, that's just finance. Sometimes that's a little bit more of a touchy subject for people, so you don't have to tell your friends, but it really depends on the relationship you have and how comfortable you feel with that friend. You know, it could be other things too. It could even be about school. If you're in school right now and you want to do well, you can let your friend know, I want to start getting straight A's or I want to do well, but I lose focus. please, can you help me to keep on focus when you know that I'm kind of getting distracted or doing other things? And that friend can say, hey, you want to go out today, but maybe you should study a little bit more. You have a big test coming up and you told me you want to do well. Remember, it's time to focus and get what you want. So sometimes having friends there can really be great support to help you to achieve the goals you want. So sometimes utilize those resources because it's very helpful and it's free. Another tip, create goals, but don't create too many that you cannot achieve them. A lot of people have lists and lists of goals that they want to achieve. But the thing is that you don't know where to start because you have so many goals you want to achieve. Pick your top 10 things you want to achieve. Of course, you can try to achieve everything, but sometimes it's very overwhelming to achieve all the things all at once, especially when it's a never-ending list. You have to kind of pick what you want to achieve first, right? You have to prioritize because of course you want to achieve all those things, but when you have too much stuff going on, it's a little distracting and you lose sight of what you really want. So pick the things that are most important to you and then you can continue to achieve other things too, but you don't want to be overwhelmed having to achieve 20 different things and you're getting overwhelmed and it's too much for you. Know what you want first and go after that. But just remember, everything comes in time, but it will come. You just have to be patient and work hard. Now my last tip, now that you know exactly what you want to achieve and you have a plan, it's time to execute. It's time to go out and achieve those goals. If you're not doing them, you're not going to get what you want. So it's time to be pumped, to be motivated, and to go after what you want. So those are my tips. I hope that they can help you to achieve your goals, and I thank you so much for watching. I will be continuing to make more motivational and inspiring videos, so please stay tuned. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video or write a comment below. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.